I single-handedly broke up my marriage. You're an awful person.
You're 24 years old. Why would I listen to you? Why would you be giving therapy and advice to people who clearly need it? It doesn't make any sense, Ari. This is a horrible idea.
You're listening to
unlicensed
therapy with Ari Manis.
So you're saying we compete against each other?
I don't know if it's competition at this point.
Well, yeah, the competition when mine's obviously the better podcast to listen to.
I don't know. It just depends who you want to listen to.
Can you just admit that I'm a way better podcaster than you?
No.
Just admit it. Listen, everyone has got better skills. You're better at wearing hats. You're better at picking out dolphin hats.
Sure.
For sure you're better at that.
Yeah.
And then podcasting, comedy, life.
All those things I'm better. Yeah.
I'm better.
Yep. You know how you you know what you're doing with your podcast?
I mean, I don't even know what that means.
Is that how you're going to sit? Because of I'm sitting like that? Is that how you're going to sit?
I don't know.
It looks like you worked on a boat all day. Can you raise your feet so they can see them?
Because I'm wearing boat shoes, you're saying.
And your shorts, too.
I like boat shoes. They're very comfortable. They're basically slippers that you could wear out in the town.
A girl who you marry is settling. She's settling for you.
That seems like a rude thing to say.
It's not rude. It's just like,
no,
for sure.
That's for sure rude.
She's going to love you. She's going to love you with all her heart, but she's also going to be like, he's Ari.
Yeah, but she's going to love... No, she's going to love that. It's not going to be settling. She's going to love my quirks. My boat shoes. Sure,
yeah. But at one point, like, she's going to be meeting you and have doubts, and then one night she's going to be like, listen, I guess so.
Listen, I have no debt.
Yeah.
I own an automobile.
Yeah.
I would never cheat on a girl in a million years.
Yeah, well, I don't like the way you phrased that last part. You're saying I would.
I'm saying a lot of people would. No, I was just meant a lot of people would. Not you specifically. I mean, you probably would based on your outfit.
Oh, how's my outfit?
Those shoes scream a guy who cheats on his girlfriend.
I like that premise.
They have like a red bump on the side for no reason.
This is our second attempt at doing a podcast on your, what is it called?
Unlicensed therapy. Well, the first attempt,
you said
our
we didn't have
chemistry was off. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you just deal with what happens. I would like that episode released.
It's gone already. I had to save space.
Dude, that's bitch. That's bitch stuff.
No, here's why. I explained this earlier, but
I'm going to cross my arms.
You're going to go to a show, and you're going to perform and do a really good job doing stand-up. You're going to get a new fan. Per usual. Yeah, you do great. So some person's going to follow you and go, I love Michael Lenoci. He's such a great comedian. I'm going to go look him up and watch more of his stuff.
You're going to listen to all the podcasts I've been on and stop at yours.
So they're going to look at mine and that episode, and they would listen, and they'd go,
I liked it.
I don't know.
I liked it because I feel like I'm starting...
You don't remember it.
I'm starting this episode off the same way I started that one off. Just going right in. I'm ready to go.
You don't remember going in. You don't remember anything. It was months ago.
I remember it. And I was
what
like,
did we talk about?
You were like, okay, hold on. You were like all over the place. And we were like, wait, I'm supposed to give you like, because you were thrown off because all of a sudden I was giving you a lot of advice and your whole podcast is, I'm supposed to give you advice.
I mean, there's not much to give me advice on.
But I flipped it on you and your mind was blown. And you were like, I don't know what's happening right now.
I don't remember that
happening. Got personal shit about you and you were talking about like relationship stuff, about like the girl you were dating. It's funny because I'm just going to bring it up again. See, I remember.
I honestly don't remember it, but there's no way you could have given me advice because my life's really good. I don't really
that might
need
be
advice.
True, but there was something going on, and you were like, I don't know if I should be talking about this. And I remember you got real nervous about some of the stuff you talked about on that episode because I was talking to you about dating advice.
Right now, I'm not dating anyone. I'm very, very single.
Well, guess what?
What are you?
Then you're doing a good job.
No, I'd like to find true love. I'd like to find true unconditional love.
You can't find true love. That happens. It's just It's part of the universe.
Right. I'd like that for that to happen, and it hasn't.
And
happened.
It will. Everything will happen if you focus on what you need to focus on your day-by-day activities. Your goals will all be achieved.
Where did you read this?
I didn't read. I don't read.
Are all your goals achieved? You've been focusing.
They will be.
Why not now?
Some have, yes.
Why do we have to wait?
It's just the way the universe works. Because sometimes you're not ready.
I'm ready.
You might think you are. And now thinking you're ready.
I'm ready.
is
Look at me.
part of the thing.
Look how ready I am.
You need to come to your self-realization that maybe I'm not ready for everything I want. And that's why you don't have it yet. Think about that. Like,
is that what did a mentor of yours tell you that?
No, I just kind of gained that information off observations in my 35 years of life.
Am I ready for everything I want? No, I'm not.
Listen, do we both want to be paid regulars at the Comedy Store?
Yes.
Of course. Are we not? Of course. Is it because we're not ready? That might be the reason. It might be the reason.
Define ready?
Do we think we're ready?
Define.
Do we think we're ready?
Well, I mean, there's no rules on what ready is. You know what I mean?
But there could be a right time for when it's supposed to be.
It's just not God's plan. You're saying?
Well, we don't have to quote Drake, but
is Drake religious?
No.
Well,
if I find out anything's edited, I won't share.
Well, if I said, then I would delete it.
If you said what?
The word.
What's the word?
The one that I would delete.
Sure, but why would you say it just to give yourself more work?
No, I try not to, but sometimes it just slips out.
But now you wouldn't be able to edit it out because then they would be like, oh, there was an edit, meaning he said it, so then they would know you said it even though it's not in it. So they wouldn't have proof that you said it, but they would know that you had said it because we've talked about it.
They could think that I said it, but they wouldn't really know.
They wouldn't really know, but you would have to go back and edit this whole chunk out.
I'm going to put an edit right here just so they don't know or know if I said it.
Now
there's going to be an edit.
Because now you're going to be like, people are like, well, he probably did. And then they're going to think
probably.
you're racist.
Maybe, yeah.
Are you a racist?
As far as people know, I'm not racist.
Well, only someone knows if they're really racist inside.
Oh, I know that I'm not racist.
You open for the biggest racist.
Who?
In the world.
Pauly Shore?
Theo Von. He's a racist.
No, neither of those guys are racist.
He's not racist?
No.
Oh.
I mean, he likes timeless humor like I do.
Oh, you're making it real.
Oh.
You're making it real, and
no.
now you might have to edit this out because now it sounds like I'm talking shit.
I actually don't know any racists.
Really?
As far as I know.
You know me.
Are you racist?
I could be. It
but
depends.
Are you?
Well, sometimes.
People want to know. We should find out right now. Are you racist?
Am I not racist for 24 hours of a day, every day? I can't say that for sure.
So you're saying at certain points in your day, you can be a little racist?
I could be racist in traffic.
Oh, wow. I didn't know this about you.
I could be
something you got to work on.
Racist.
I'm never racist.
When choosing where to eat.
I don't even know what that means.
Me either. But now we're having fun. Now I felt like Rick Glassman right there. Me either. But now, look, that's the game. Didn't you just have him on?
I had him on.
How was that?
He was a great episode. He talked about how he has autism.
Yeah, he sure does.
Or no, it's not autism.
What is it? He's on the spectrum.
But what's it called? What's the other thing called? Not autism, but along those same lines.
Nope.
What's the other form of mental disability? What's Josh Meyerowitz have? He has autism.
Yeah, he's a little. Yeah.
Anyway, Rick has something, or so people say.
Downs.
I don't think he has anything, personally.
Oh, you think he's lying?
No, I don't think he's lying. I think it's just an overdiagnosed thing in America. Some people are just weird. Some people just are different. That doesn't mean they have to have something. They could just be weird. When I was a kid, when I was in high school,
okay,
I didn't get good grades. I didn't like school. I hated it. I still do. I've always hated school.
Me too. I liked being around the people.
I passed, but I just didn't like doing homework. I didn't like studying. Wasn't for me.
Yeah, can you sit back?
My parents couldn't accept that. So they took me to doctors. My dad's a doctor. My mom's a lawyer. They're rich. Yeah. They couldn't accept the fact.
They're rich.
They couldn't accept the fact that I wasn't good or whatever. Wasn't up to standards.
Yeah.
So
they wanted an excuse.
And then it turns out I had ADHD.
Well, everybody does. Yeah.
It's bullshit. I don't have ADHD.
No, you definitely don't have it. I would have it more than you.
I just didn't like school. Yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. But then they tried getting me Adderall and all sorts of weird pills that I didn't want to take. And it's America's fucked up. The world's fucked up.
You're a weird guy.
I'm not weird. I'm normal. Everyone else is weird. Everyone else around me.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I actually think.
Do you think
normal.
If we sat down and we talked to 10 different people afterwards, they would say I was the weirder one?
Yeah, once they heard my argument.
No. There's no argument. We sit down for 1 minute with 10 different people.
1 minute?
Yeah.
I could.
How about 5 minutes?
I could
with
be
10
normal
different people?
for 5 minutes.
So for 50 minutes, we meet 10 people, right? And then afterwards, everyone gets interviewed. Who do you think they would be like, that one's a little...
Can I get a haircut before?
No, it's
we
right
go in?
now. It's like we have to go outside right now.
Well, I'm wearing I'm wearing these Hawaiian shorts and I have weird hair.
So you're agreeing?
I mean, you dress more normal. I agree that.
Okay, so just based off appearance, I'm more normal.
Yes.
But then what about like when we're having a conversation with a person?
I'd be more normal.
You would? You think your cadence is normal?
Yes. I do think my cadence is normal, Michael.
You have the cadence of someone who would be interviewed on a PBS show.
A completely normal guy.
They're a little off.
They don't interview weird people on PBS. It's against their rules. It's against the bylaws.
You just made that up.
No, it's against the PBS bylaws.
What is that?
It says on their code of conduct, we don't interview strange people. We interview functioning members of society.
You made that up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I like the word bylaws, though.
Yeah, dude, anytime you throw a buy in there, I'm like, I don't know if that's real, yeah.
But yeah, I think here's why I think I'm normal.
Hold on. Is so far this going okay?
The chemistry? I mean, let's not keep bringing up the chemistry. We just got to...
Is that going to annoy you?
Here's the thing. I know that we have good chemistry. So when we don't reach our good chemistry in a podcast, I could feel it. So I want to redo it because I know that we were better than that last podcast.
I had fun. I'm offended. How about that?
That I deleted it? Mm-hmm. Maybe it wasn't you. It could have been me. It could have been I was off that day.
It was definitely you.
There you go. So don't be offended. It was me.
Well,
I was off that day.
Thank you.
But now I'm on.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm normal.
Yes.
And I'm a functioning member of society. I paid taxes 3 years ago.
Are you honest?
Yeah, I'm honest.
Welcome to Unlicensed Therapy, guys. I'm your subbed-in host, Michael Lenoci. Let's talk about this.
About me being honest?
Yeah. Are you an honest person? Are you honest with yourself?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I am?
Yeah, I would trust you. I trust you fully.
Thank you.
But, I think that we're not all fully honest.
I couldn't, if you said, tell me the last lie you told, I wouldn't be able to come up with one. I'm not saying I've never lied. I'm just saying I can't remember
I
the
couldn't
last
either,
lie.
but because sometimes we have little lies that we might even do that we don't even realize is a big deal.
True.
So, for sure. Like a big lie that I did, I don't even know why I would.
Yeah, I'm blunt too. I'm kind of a blunt person, which makes me weird to some people.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of it. Oh my God, what did you just do? That's never happened.
I always have mic problems.
Have you done that exact thing before?
No, but I got the screws. They just weren't tightened, I guess.
Oh my God. That's a $130 microphone.
Well, I'm sorry. It's not broken. It's just the screws popped out.
It looks broken to me. It literally came detached.
Yeah, but there's nothing broken about it.
Are you going to be able to fix that?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you sure for sure?
Yeah. Well, I just got to see. Is there...
Now we have to hold it like that the rest of the show, or do we stop it?
No, this is hilarious. This is this has got to be the part you edit.
We got to stop
post.
No.
Yes, dude, it's fine.
Are you going to pay for it if you can't fix it?
Yes, 100%.
You have the money?
Yeah.
From where? How do you make so much money?
We don't have... I sell drugs.
How much money do you have?
It doesn't matter.
Tell me your net worth.
My net worth?
What is your net worth now? Go.
I don't know.
What's your net worth? Go now.
11,000? No, $11.
No, you have more money than that.
Hold on. Is there... Now, look on the bottom of this. Is there, like, nuts that go in it? Or is it just screw in? Look on yours.
Yeah, it just screws in.
Oh, so then it's fine because there's nothing broken. It's just the screws were, like...
You better hope so.
Yeah. I mean, we'll be okay. Oh, boy.
I think we should stop it and fix it.
Really?
And come back. Yeah.
But
it's going to affect our chemistry.
Really?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
But will you leave at least this part in?
We'll see. I'll have to rewatch it.
I don't like podcasts that get edited.
I don't necessarily edit them, but I rewatch the podcast, make sure there's nothing said that we would want
Oh, I'm in for life.
Taken out. Okay, let's pausing.
I feel like I should fucking go home, change after this. And
Should we start over?
the whole podcast?
Should we start the podcast over?
No. There was gold in there, dude.
You think?
Yeah.
Do you think there was any Instagram clips?
Yeah, I mean, Instagram clips are easy. It's just a minute long of and you could cut something and make it look funny.
More people watch my Instagram clips than probably listen to the podcast.
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know.
Which is, sometimes upwards of
sometimes
3 million.
Do you feel like, what's the point of doing this sometimes?
Yeah.
Me too.
But I meant life.
No, I'm talking about I'm like...
Oh, the podcast?
Yeah, I'm like, all right, but whatever. It's something to do, right?
I guess. Yeah, I mean, no, the reason why I do it, I just have to remind myself sometimes, is that I do it to help people.
You're doing this because you think you're helping people.
Yeah.
How are you helping me? Because I just
we haven't got into that portion of the show yet.
Oh,
but
well, I mean, okay.
How can I help you? What issues are you going through in your life?
There's nothing.
It's not true. Everyone's got issues. Everyone.
I guess I'm special.
You're not.
Oh, okay.
You got issues. You have things that keep you up at night. You have things that stress you out. You have things that bum you out.
I don't like if someone doesn't like me.
We were talking about this the other day.
Who are you talking about?
Brian Moses doesn't like you.
Yeah.
I'll cut his name out.
I don't care.
Why do you think?
Do you think he doesn't like me?
You said that. I don't know. I have no idea.
No, they were just saying he made a funny comment when we were in that green room, or whatever that is. Yeah.
I have no idea if he likes you or not.
I don't know.
But you said you didn't think he liked you.
Yeah, I go, he probably doesn't like me.
Why don't you think he would like you?
I mean, that's his own shit. I don't know.
Are you insecure about that?
I'm not insecure about it. I'm just like, that's some shit that he's got to deal with, and don't let it affect my life. I'm just more like, okay.
But
like I can understand if someone doesn't like me, and I have and I can understand that, then I'm like, oh yeah, because of this or that. But if it's out of the blue, like I don't have any interaction with someone, I'm like, oh, then they got their own issues. But that's weird. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, I feel the same way. There's occasionally someone who I've never met, or the most I've done is said hello to.
Yeah,
and I find out they don't like me. I'm like,
okay,
how could they not like me?
Then like, they got their own demons, and I go, usually that if that's the case, that's someone who's that's reflecting their whole life. Then personally, they probably don't have good shit going on.
Yeah.
Anyone who's got a positive outlook, or their mind's just going, and then they go, you know what? I don't like. There's definitely comics I see, and I'm like, I don't really like that guy. But the reason I don't like him is because of what I see they're doing on Twitter or something like that.
Yeah.
But then if I was to see them at the club and they're like, oh hey, what's up, man? I'd be like, oh hey, what's up, dude? This week there's been a couple. Comedy Twitter.
Oh yeah, what do you think about the whole?
I think
James Davis Dinah tweet thing.
I think her joke was funny.
I do too. I watched the video, and you know me, I'm a little bit sexist.
Yeah,
and
I think the joke is it's a good joke about
really funny
Venmo. It's not even about him.
That's the crazy. I listened to the joke. I couldn't figure out what's offensive about it. It was really funny. Yeah.
There's nothing offensive about it, and then so that's stupid. But listen, people are always going to get offended by jokes. People want to have the right to be offended. Everybody's allowed. You're allowed to be offended.
But that one, there was nothing offensive in.
Sure, but dude, someone would be offended by any joke. So someone would be offended that you made a joke about cutting a tree. You know what I mean? Someone can. I only know one of his jokes, but I'm saying.
Well, remember when Laugh Factory posted my teacher joke?
Yeah,
people freaked out.
Oh, really?
You didn't see that?
No, but But I could understand them getting upset about that because people are very. They get very sensitive for teachers.
Yeah, but
so I knew that would get offended. Then you posted a clip on your thing with the watermark, which was a great comment by me.
Oh yeah, I should delete that.
No, it's hilarious.
It's negative though. I don't like when you post negative things.
It's funny. It's busting balls. I'm all about busting balls on social media.
But sometimes it's just negative.
No, that's a funny comment because it's hilarious.
And by the way, over 300 people shared the video.
Sure, maybe.
No, it shows in the insight.
No, it just shows that it might have been
No, it shows 300 people shared it.
No, in a message. It could be someone going, "Can you believe this motherfucker is doing a joke?" And they sent it to a message. It doesn't mean they shared it.
So you're saying 300 people negatively shared it?
No, but no one shared it like that. I'm saying repost. Like a watermark is for like if someone reposts
I know for certain because I got tagged in several reposts.
Yeah. Well, that's great. And my part got a lot of likes because it's a truth and funny. Funny. It's a funny joke.
I also
You laughed when you saw it.
Yeah, but part of me didn't like it.
The joke is not about your stand-up or what I think about your stand-up. It's more about that you think people are not going to fucking repost a politically correct, a joke that's not politically correct.
Number one, yes, they would because they did.
Sometimes, yeah.
And number two, I didn't like it because it was negative, and also I didn't like it because negative. I didn't even put the watermark there. The editor did.
Well, it's still funny.
It wasn't a choice I made.
It was just a funny observation I made, and it obviously got more likes than the actual post. So.
That's not true. It got a lot of likes. It got 20 likes. The actual post got over 1,000.
Oh well, so then percentage-wise, though, it's pretty
got
good.
Too many likes. I'm deleting it.
No, don't.
I'm deleting the comment.
Well, it's gone. It's already in the past now. Nobody's like going back.
Yeah, it's gone because I'm deleting it.
Oh, that's boring. But anyways, so people are gonna get sensitive about shit. So now,
but what do you think about this specific incident about the girl?
I don't know what James David. Yeah, I don't know what he did. I just obviously I assume what he did.
I think he
but
deleted.
I didn't see what he did.
Yeah, I think he deleted it, and I couldn't find any screenshots.
I couldn't either. So I assume I don't know. He was like, "Fuck this girl. It's not a good joke." I don't know. I don't know what he said.
I think he said it was disrespectful to
who cares?
XXX.
Yeah, but who cares?
Stanchion. Is that guy's
name?
Yeah. Extension.
Who cares? You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna be talking about this in a week. You know?
Yeah. But I just want to know your thoughts on it. You just don't. Who cares?
I don't think really anything's off limits. I mean, obviously,
I'm on her side.
Yeah, I'm more like, I think if you're a comedian to be like, that's so stupid. Like, even if something did offend me, like they did a joke about like
Miami Dolphins.
Even like the only time I thought like when Robin Williams died, I was like, oh, I gotta go to open mics and these guys are gonna make horrible dumb jokes. And I was like, that to me, I was like, if someone did, I would be like, shut up, just give it a day, or give it a rest, have the respect for like someone like that. But like, when there's a death, people are gonna do like try to like, it's just like how people can lighten stuff. So, but we're talking about a year later. Like, this is not off limits. Like, you can like if you're saying that that's off limits, a rapper who had a bad reputation, then like if that's not allowed a year after his death, then how long do we have to wait for Holocaust jokes? You know what I mean? Like, because that's millions of people. So if he gets 1 year, then all those Holocaust victims get at least 1 year. So there's a million.
A lot of those Holocaust victims would be offended by Holocaust
but
jokes.
like, it's just like, if it's clever, then it's fair game, baby. But listen, the people can get offended. You're allowed to. So people can't get mad at people for being offended. That's the one thing I will say. Ooh. That maybe people...
So you're kind of in the middle then?
No, I'm not in the middle. I think the joke's great. I think it's fine. And I think as a comic, you just have to be prepared that people are going to get offended if that's your style of comedy. I have one joke that I do now that people get offended, but I make them laugh about it.
What's
No, I'm not going to do it.
What's the topic of it?
It's I enjoy it because they get tight and then I make them laugh about it.
But what's just, you don't have to tell the joke, but what's the theme?
I don't know how to answer that. What do you mean?
Yeah, you do. Like,
without giving
what's
up
the joke about? Yeah.
It's about like, what would you like, how if you were dating someone and something really bad happened to them, if you're responsible to stay with them, something like that.
Oh, got it.
It's like I like it.
That. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I say how long. The premise is, I go, how long do you have to be dating someone before it's too late to break up with them if they have a life-altering injury,
like a limb falling off or something,
or paralyzed? Yeah, I used to say paralyzed, but it would not work. So I say like if you're dating someone for a couple months and she loses her arm,
right?
I don't love her. I didn't sign up for that.
So insensitive.
Sure.
No, I'm just kidding.
Sure, but it's like an observation that's actually a real thing that could happen. Like, that's kind of like a weird situation.
That's a real scenario.
So
I think personally.
So I can understand people getting offended at that. Now, a comedian going after another comedian saying something is offensive, that's stupid. Like, what are we doing? That's dumb.
I personally think it was a good joke, not offensive, and anyone who is getting offended at it is wrong, and I hate them.
Sure. That's an immature response. But
yeah,
I don't know what he said, but whatever he said, it's hypocritical now to go after him now and try to blackball him. That's stupid.
I think so too. Just
so I'm not going to sit here and say, like, I could say, that's stupid. He shouldn't have done that. But you don't go, cancel him now. You're like, what are we doing?
Right,
this is so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, he fucking made a mistake. Who cares? His mistake.
But his response to it when people call him out on Twitter, I was reading his response was just like, you should talk to her about it. She's the one that disrespected XXX.
That's all stupid. It's like, who gives a shit?
Now let me ask you a follow-up question.
Well, you can fucking make fun of my mom. Like, I don't care. Go ahead.
Here's a follow-up question. So I think you've noticed the comedy community has really got her back in this situation.
Yeah.
They're defending her. I'd say, to me, from my perspective, what do I know? But it looks like it's going to benefit her in comedy quite a bit.
Yeah,
I think she's going to get opportunities from this.
For a little bit, yeah.
For a little bit from what
as long as she backs it up.
Yeah, I think, well, from what I've seen, she's funny, but all I've seen is that joke, but I thought it was very funny.
Sure.
But so she's doing well. Do you think if it was you who did the joke,
no,
it would be defended the same?
No, not at all. Because I'm a white male.
Yeah.
Now, and it's not because of who I am. I'm saying specifically because if I'm a white male.
A straight white male.
Yeah.
Isn't that a shame?
Yeah, but who cares? That's the game, baby.
I care.
It's the game.
I think it's a shame that the thought crossed my head that if it was me who did that joke, no one would have came to my defense. Or very
I don't
few.
think if it was you who did the joke, it would even have been. It made
it would have been on Comedy Central. Yeah.
First of all, it wouldn't have been on Comedy Central, but two, I don't even know if I feel like that people wouldn't have got mad. They're like, oh, like that's just like if Anthony Jeselnik made that joke, people would be like, hilarious.
Yeah, I guess.
Like that's right down his alley.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
yeah. Actually, I think it's not even down his alley because I think his alley is actually way more offensive than that joke.
Sure. I don't know what would happen, but I think that if you or me did that joke and a comic goes, fuck this, they deserve to be beat up or something like that, and then it got traction, then I think the comedy would come have your back for sure. I just don't know if it would get I don't know. It would be interesting to see, but there's no way to ever know.
Here's what we do. Let's put a video of you making an offensive joke out on the internet. Yeah. I'll call you out saying it's offensive, and we'll see if people defend you.
Sure. Okay.
You down?
Well,
So this joke you're talking about, the missing limb joke?
Yeah, no, we're not going to do that.
Let's put it out online.
It's not done yet. We've got to see where it could go.
Let's put it out online, as is.
No.
I'm going to call you out for being a bigoted bad guy.
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. Why would it be bigoted?
I'm going to call you out for being an insensitive asshole.
Sure.
And it's offensive towards paraplegics.
Yeah, but it's not specific enough for someone to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this.
No,
is
my cousin's missing a limb, and I think it's very offensive.
Yeah, but it was more about like this rapper who was like, oh, he was killed, and his music, he's gone before his time. It has to be about like someone, like who just died. Like it would have to be like about like if someone did a joke. Luckily it was him. If the joke was about the other guy who was killed recently, the other rapper.
What
Nipsey.
other rapper was?
What it was about Nipsey?
How did Nipsey die?
Nipsey Hussle?
Who's that?
Whatever. He was murdered like a few months ago. If it was about him, there would be even more of an uproar.
What did he get murdered for?
He was shot outside like his clothing store, like in L.A.
He has a clothing store?
Bro, how do you not know about this? You live under a rock?
I guess I am. I have no idea who that is or what this is.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
You don't know who Nipsey Hussle is?
I do not. Or that he died. Or that he owned a clothing store.
You probably should edit this part out.
Why?
People are going to get offended that you didn't know. You should probably post this clip and then be like...
I was trying to think of a joke about his death right now, but I couldn't think of anything.
Well, you should post this and then see how...
I guess his clothes were pretty bad then, huh?
There you go. That's the clip. Post it and I'll be like, wow, this guy's insensitive.
All right, let's give it a shot.
We'll see what happens.
People got my back.
This one's dangerous because it's like L.A. that they live in L.A.
I'm ready for it.
And they know that you live off of Hollywood Boulevard. And what's the side street right here?
Hollywood Boulevard in Fairfax.
They know you live off of Hollywood
so
and Fairfax.
So just so everyone heard, I just made a joke that kind of poked light at Nipsey Hussle's death.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
Well, you can't.
Did that take away from it? I'll edit that out.
Yeah.
I'll edit that out. Not rest in peace.
Are
we sure that he's dead?
Yeah.
It couldn't be like a conspiracy theory or something like that?
No, but I don't do that.
You don't believe in any conspiracy theories?
I didn't say that, but I don't.
Do you think the moon landing was staged?
No.
You think that really happened?
Yeah.
Do you think John F. Kennedy was shot by the United States government?
Yes.
Whoa.
I think they were involved.
You think they were involved?
Yeah, but I think what's his name was the shooter though too.
The guy who was in jail is the actual shooter.
No, he's dead.
I thought he was in.
No, Lee
Harvey Oswald. Yeah.
He was killed 2 days later. That's the whole obvious thing of like why this was it was such a bad cover up.
How was he killed?
He was shot by some guy who just came up in the crowd and shot him, and then that guy, I think, later died too. You have to like look it up.
Sounds like a cover up to me.
Yeah.
I'm convinced. I don't even need to look it up. I believe you.
Lee Harvey Oswald was arrested, and what they said shot a guy, and he was arrested right away, too quickly. All right, with enough evidence, and then he denied it the whole time. And the next day, he's walking through the press. A guy comes up and shoots him and kills him. So we never really have his story, but he's never admitted it, and he was killed a day later.
Damn.
Yeah, and I forget who the guy was who killed him, but I'm not positive what happened to that guy.
Who's the vice president
at the time?
Yeah.
I
probably him. He's probably involved some way.
No, I don't think it's about someone who wanted to be a president. I think it's about what JFK was trying to do.
What was he trying to
do? There was a lot of things that he was trying to. I don't know everything, but from what I understand, he was trying to do a bunch of stuff that like was against the CIA or like stuff that they disagreed with, stuff with like international relations, stuff like that.
I heard he was trying to stop child pornography from getting around, and all the people who really love child porn wanted to take him down.
No. Oh. Well, that was worth it.
What's a problem I could help you with in your life?
I don't know. I mean, what are you doing?
I'm getting ready to soak in your problem. Give it to me. Gimme it.
This week I was really good at not eating bread. Maybe dieting is hard for me. Like not eating sugar.
Hard. I could see some of the bread on your body.
That's a bad joke.
No, I really can't.
No, you can't.
No, I mean
it's a bad joke.
You have a dad bod.
No.
So do I.
No, I don't.
You do.
No.
You 100% have a dad bod.
No, I don't.
Take off your shirt then.
I don't have to do that.
Take it off.
That's makes me uncomfortable.
So you admit you have a dad bod.
No, even if I was a supermodel, I don't want to take my shirt off right now. I'm sitting down. Nobody looks good sitting down.
You know why you're wearing a black shirt?
Because it makes me look skinnier.
Point in case.
I don't feel...
Is that the saying? Did I say the expression
maybe,
right?
but I don't... Nobody looks good sitting down.
Point when.
Sure. Well, I guess we got past that problem. Thank you, unlicensed therapist.
So how can you do better about being disciplined with your diet?
More self-control, probably.
Self-control, rewards. I think put yourself on a reward system. Have a cheat day and plan.
I definitely had a cheat day.
Another thing you could do is keep yourself busy with other sort of vices. So maybe get into cocaine or prostitution.
That sounds like really bad advice.
No, it depends on what your goals are. You said your goal was to eat better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this might not be the best things to do for your life, but it is the best things to do for this particular problem to eat better.
Well, I think there's other things that I could do that would be better. I don't know where...
They might be healthier, but would they be as effective as cocaine?
Yeah, probably.
What's more effective than cocaine for dieting?
Working out and having self-discipline to not eat those things.
That's a lot harder, though.
Than doing cocaine?
Cocaine's easy to do.
No, but it's harder on your body. Like, it's harder to live after doing it. It's hard. Have you done cocaine before?
Only 3 or 4 times.
Have you ever done cocaine in your 30s?
I'm 29.
You're 30.
No, I'm 29.
Well,
I'm almost 30.
You look like you're 33.
Yeah, I'm mature. I'm very mature. I was in the sun a lot as a child.
What are some problems you have? besides wardrobe?
Wardrobe isn't a problem.
Style.
Of mine. This is a nice shirt. This is nice.
Chemistry.
You'd wear this shirt?
Yeah, if I was cleaning a house.
What does that even mean? This looks like a housekeeper's shirt?
Yeah, it looks like you're like a cleaning guy.
That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, it does. You look like a cleaning guy.
Why would a cleaning guy wear a Japanese 100% cotton t-shirt?
Why is that Japanese?
I got it from the store Muji. It's a Japanese store. This is a $30 shirt.
Oh, really?
It's very nice.
Did you save the receipt? Because you should get your money back.
This is a high quality 100% Japanese cotton t-shirt.
You know what that shirt looks like? What a fat kid would wear. Because it's like baggy. It doesn't really show your shape. Like mine's a little snug around my arms.
Well, I was telling you earlier how I kind of have a dad bod.
Yeah.
So I wear baggy shirts.
Yeah.
I do the same thing as you. Bagginess.
I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. I was just poking jokes.
No, I do have. That is one of my issues is body image and weight gain.
You look fine. I mean, did I think you gained road weight? Of course. Everyone does, and then they learn how to cope with it.
I haven't learned.
No, but you will. You just got to get active on the road.
Or what do you go work out on the road?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you do? Gym?
Yeah, just the hotel gym. I'll run or work out. Not all the time, because sometimes I'm tired from traveling.
So you've noticed significant weight gain in me?
Yeah.
Shit. I went hiking today and yesterday, too.
Hiking?
Yeah.
That would be like, I only had 2 sandwiches today instead of 3.
You're saying hiking isn't good exercise?
It's minimal. It's for what you know what hiking is for? People who want to still be lazy at working out. What are we really doing?
But I broke a good sweat.
Sure, because it's hot outside.
No, even when it was cold, and I did this hike, I break a good sweat.
You want the shirt drenched.
My legs hurt.
You don't like working out?
No, it's horrible.
I know, but mentally it makes you feel good.
I think feeling good.
How long have I been one of your favorite comics?
I used to not like you.
For how long? More than a year or less?
I don't remember.
6 months?
I can't put a time.
Maybe 3 months?
I can't put a time.
I probably didn't like you for like 2 months at one point.
Why didn't you like me?
I was just like, this kid thinks he knows everything. You were like 2 years in, and I think you like...
What was I doing that made me look like I thought I knew stuff?
I don't know. You just weren't listening.
What did I listen to?
I don't know. Maybe you were just like, no, this is how things have to... I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, in the scheme of things, we started at the same time. Maybe you were here a year before me.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing comedy 9 years in September.
Yeah, so I've been doing it almost 8.
Yeah. So we're in the same class.
Yeah.
So, okay. I'm your mentor, though.
But I didn't know that...
I'm one of your mentors.
I didn't know that you ever didn't like me for a couple of months.
Well, I just kind of retaliated because you said you didn't like me.
Oh, yeah. I didn't like you for a couple months.
What year?
Like the first year I was here.
Really? You thought I was cocky?
Well, yeah. I think that didn't help, but you were aggressive. But you've mellowed out since then.
Wasn't aggressive.
You were.
I
you were
just
aggressive.
Was aggressive like how? Like I pinned you down and said, give me your lunch money?
Yeah, like that kind of behavior. But now you're all good. That was a short-lived... That was like a phase. You went through like a bad phase.
How's Brad doing? Remember him?
Brad is in Philadelphia now.
With his kids?
He's in New Jersey. He has 2 kids, a daughter and a son.
Uh-huh.
He's married.
Uh-huh.
He works a full-time sales job, and he paints at night.
Yeah, what a good guy, man.
Paintings.
I miss that guy.
Very nice guy. He came...
When's the last time you talked to him?
A few months ago, he was in L.A., and he came over for maybe an hour.
Wow.
And then he had to go back to his wife. That was by LAX at the airport.
He was a funny guy.
He was a funny guy.
If he didn't have some circumstances, I feel like he would have made it.
Do you actually feel that?
Yeah, if he was just a single guy and was able to do it every day. I think he was
he would be
an actor.
He was an older, straight white guy. He had pursued acting for many years and didn't succeed. He had a few small parts.
Yeah.
And didn't succeed as an actor.
I thought he would make me smile. I thought he was likable on stage.
Maybe he would have made it in the sense where you would have thrown him like a cool bone, and he would have made it from you.
I think the work ethic is one of the hardest things. If you don't have it, you're not gonna make it. I think if he had the work ethic, but he couldn't have the work ethic because of what happened. You know, not that you can't succeed if you have that, but your percentages
makes it harder
for sure.
Yeah.
I think that you have less than like I've never actually seen it happen. I've only seen it happen for people who have that life were already successful.
Do you think that I have the work ethic?
Yeah, in a different way than people.
What does that mean?
You like the way you're gonna be fine. I'm not worried about you.
I don't feel fine.
That's you need to know you'll be fine.
I don't.
And when you do, then you'll stop worrying about the other things that are out of your control, right?
Yeah.
And then this is some unlicensed therapy from me to you.
But
like,
why do you think I'll be fine?
Because you are always trying to figure out how to get better and how to succeed in this business. So as long as you're always doing that, it will work out.
Interesting.
If you're just a mole, if you're just like a cell or something walking around, you know, like what, like, you know what I mean? Like you've got yourself in, because of the things that you do, you got yourself in a position to now open for arguably one of the top 20 comics in the world. Think about that.
I'd say the number one.
Well,
comic in the whole world.
I would say that my camp's bigger, but yes.
What camp? A camp, like a boxing camp?
Camp.
Like,
I would say my camp is a bigger comedian right now.
Isn't that what they use for like boxers, camps, and fighters?
Just a camp, like who you hang out with. Who's your camp?
But isn't that a fighting term?
It's just a lot of it's terms for like.
Are you saying you want to start a war?
Kawhi Leonard had his camp wasn't ready to release where he was going to sign.
Are you saying you want to start a war between our two camps?
There's already a war, and you guys are losing. If you had to head face the people we open up for, my team wins, and then if it's us, I win by a landslide.
Physically,
I would destroy in every aspect.
Physically, I would
talent.
I would pin you down to the ground and pummel your face.
You think you could beat me up?
I would pummel your face until
you have 6 years on me, and you think you would beat me up?
6 years on you in what sense?
You're 6 years younger than me.
Oh, I didn't even think about age. Yeah, you're right. I am a lot more agile.
I'm
and
stronger.
Strong. You're not stronger.
Okay, how much can you
bench?
You're
fatter.
No.
That's the difference.
How much can you bench?
I could bench 2 times my body weight, 3 reps of 10.
How much do you weigh? 80 pounds?
I weigh 165.
So you can bench 320 pounds?
Easy. I could do 3
If your
sets
life
of 10
depended
reps.
on it, you would not be able to bench 225.
You don't think I could do 225 rep?
No. I'm looking at your body, and no.
I have a very strong
It looks
chest.
like your shoulder gets sore when you carry a hose.
Yeah, but
like,
I have shoulder issues.
Okay, so then there you go. I don't.
I don't either. I was yes-anding.
It's okay.
I have no issues.
What were we talking about? We really went
camps.
off before that, way earlier.
John F. Kennedy?
No, after that. Oh, we were talking about why I think you'll be okay.
Oh, yeah.
I felt good giving you some affirmation. Feels good. Feels good that I have control over your emotions. Feels good.
I think a lot of people look at me and think I'm going to be okay, and that's why I'm not going to be okay, because everyone thinks, oh, he'll be okay.
Maybe. You're like, what, what do you want right now?
Everything.
You're fine. There's not, just enjoy life.
I can't.
Well, are you not
I'm
happy?
mentally ill.
Are you not happy?
No, I'm not that happy.
Why?
I don't know. My dad wasn't happy. His dad wasn't happy. I just come from a lineage of unhappy dads.
You having sex?
It's never enough.
Sometimes you're never like, I'm good today.
No, I've never had that.
Really?
No.
Wow.
Unless, I had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I've had that. Okay, we're going to take a couple calls.
Really?
Yeah.
You take calls on
Or
you?
a voicemail. We're going to play a couple voicemails.
And then people just leave voicemails for
they're just general, so these aren't for you specifically. They're for the show. This is from Kendall Campbell.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Liar.
Kendall Campbell. Hey there. I'm looking for some advice.
This is fake.
I have a very positive, outgoing
Color.
personality. And previously, I've been accused of being quote-unquote fake. And I don't feel that that's true. However, multiple times during different times of my life, I have heard that accusation. Hoping you can give me a little advice if this is something that I need to look at myself, or is it maybe others that are just...
It's funny she asked that because you called her fake.
Well, how do you have the voicemail when you play it back play in a robot voice?
I have a very positive, outgoing personality. I'm looking for some advice.
This voice, how do you get
the
computer
positive,
to read it for you and not the real
personality.
person's voice?
No, this is Kendall reading it. Or saying it.
No, it's not.
What do you mean it's not? Look,
that's not a real...
Previously, I've been accused of being quote-unquote fake.
You think that's a robot?
I don't feel that that's true. However,
what's going on?
Multiple times
is this like a bit you do on your podcast?
Of my life,
this is a real person.
That's not a real person.
What do you mean it's not a real person?
It's a real person who does his voice is programmed, but like someone called in or wrote in, and then the computer like replays it through the voice that they selected.
Listen.
Bro, whoever's voice that is the most well-spoken person I've ever heard in the world.
That's very nice of you.
So then they wouldn't...
She's saying people think she's fake all the time.
No, bro.
That's her issue.
Yeah, because she's talking about when she hangs out. Bro, what year is it? I want to do that on my podcast. How do I do that? My podcast, Guys Night Out, which is dope because we're always at Guys Night Out.
I don't understand your question. I thought you do
why does it play like that?
What? I don't understand your question.
That's not the person who called in. That's not the person.
Well, then who is it?
It's the software on your phone.
Oh, I have no idea then.
I think that's a person. Watch, play another one. They all sound like that.
This is from Madison Bakish.
Okay.
Hi, so my name is Madison. I'm from Los Angeles.
So this is real.
A question I have right now is that I do a lot of work from home, and I found it's very hard to stay motivated because I don't have an office, I don't have a manager, telling me to get things done by a certain time. It's really up to me. So I guess something I would say is how do you stay motivated when it feels like there aren't a lot of repercussions.
Switch up your routine.
Short term for staying motivated. And another thing is I've noticed because I do tend to work at home, and it's just me a lot of the times until I go to work at night at a restaurant, I tend to feel pretty isolated. And I've noticed I've kind of shrugged off hanging out with friends more. And it's I've kind of almost kept myself more isolated even though I don't want to. So that's kind of two questions kind of packed into one. So thank you. Bye.
She sounds lovely. I would say switch up your routine. That's always a way to stay motivated. Just add adjustments to that.
Okay.
Because you work from home, so maybe do something different. To adds excitement. Rearrange your office, your room, something like that. That one sounded real. The first one sounds like a computer animated voice. Do you not understand what I'm saying? Or you do?
I just disagree with you.
Can I hear it again?
I'd have to find it.
Well, first of all, your voice is you should be getting every voiceover work in LA.
I would actually disagree because if that's her voice and it sounded bad,
I'm saying
then no one wants to hire a robot.
I'm not saying robot. It just was lovely. It was crazy.
Oh, wait, the first girl or the second girl?
Well, the second girl was lovely, but it was...
So that's your advice for the second girl is just to mix up your routine?
Yeah, a little bit. That's how you stay motivated a little bit.
I think if you want to get motivated, you have to listen to motivational speakers.
Sometimes.
I would get a ticket to go see that guy in Vegas.
That's a fucking waste of time. I mean, what are we doing?
Have you been?
I don't fucking need that.
So you don't know if it works because you haven't used it.
It could work for someone. I'm not saying it
doesn't. Have you made it?
I'm not.
Have you done all your goals? Are you motivated?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, I am.
You are?
Yeah. I don't need to fucking go see a guy. I'm not saying that doesn't work for some people. It might work for some people, but I don't necessarily believe in that, using that. You didn't think that first voice was weird?
She sounded a little bit...
Not real.
No, it's not that she sounded not real. She sounded...
Like she was like a voice operator.
Like she sounded like she has a lot of social issues.
It was just the voice was just crazy. I don't know.
I don't either. Okay, this is
maybe
a
I'm the weird
call
one.
from... Oh, shit, I'm running low on calls now. This is from...
Maybe push. Hey, guys, if you do listen to this, the few of you out there.
Yeah, email me a call, ari@arimanis.com. Email me a voice of you asking for help. Troy Barboza.
Hey, Troy Barboza.
A few years ago, my mother passed away. Shortly after my younger brother moved to be closer to me.
Whoa, stop this, dude. Now, you're fucking with me now. This is like, am I listening to Snap Judgment? These sound like journalists talking. Like these are well-spoken people. These aren't real. You're like grabbing these from the internet and then replaying them.
No.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
This isn't real.
What do you mean they're not real?
Bro, like I have voicemails. I'll play some voicemails from you. What they really sound like. This is like a guy who's like a journalist, and he's like, "Watch, play this guy."
This is not a journalist. This is just a listener. He wants some help from us.
Okay.
Here. Listen to his issues. Don't be a dick.
A few years ago, my mother passed away. Shortly after my younger brother moved to be closer to me, and I didn't necessarily want that. I moved for work, and he moved because he didn't know where else to go. He's having trouble finding work and friends, and he's stubborn and entitled, and it's very frustrating to have him so recurrent in my life. And I don't know how to communicate that to him because I'm all he has left. So yeah, any advice you got would be great.
You have any advice?
Hang in there, dude. I mean, don't sound so low. Bro,
what's going on? I actually don't know what he asked.
Me either. I'm just so fascinated with whatever's going on. I want to be able to do it.
I literally don't know what he said.
It's fine. We don't.
A few years ago,
I want to give him advice.
That's
why he called in.
Shortly after,
I don't think someone called in. I think these are all pre-recorded, and you pick them and then you send them. I think this is all fake.
It's not
fake. A few years ago, my mother passed away. Shortly after my younger brother moved to be closer to me.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And I didn't necessarily.
I think you just got to be, there's got to be communication there. You got to talk about it with your brother.
Anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here?
What is happening? I got to go back and listen to some of your podcasts now. Because I want to know what the hell just went down. What was this segment of the podcast?
Where we give people advice.
Who are these people?
They're just people who
need like
help.
that don't listen to your podcast.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
That's a fan of mine.
No, dude. No, it's not.
Yeah,
there's no way those three people have gone to a Theo Von show.
No, they haven't. They go to Ari Manis shows.
Are you in your apartment?
I don't know. I actually don't know where I met that guy. Or if I've met him, he might be a fan from the internet. I can't speak to him specifically, but yeah, people find me on the internet. They find me.
I mean, these people are calling the wrong podcast.
What do you mean?
They should be calling.
This is a therapy podcast.
An unlicensed therapy podcast.
Yes, he's calling for unlicensed advice.
Okay.
And you couldn't even give it to him. You said, hang in there.
Yeah.
Oh, good advice. Just, my mom died, and my younger brother is now in my life, and I have to take care of him.
No, that's not what he said.
He said, hang in there.
He said he just doesn't seem like he was having problems with his younger brother. And I said, be more, have more communication with your brother and express that with him. Because I go, you'll regret later on in your life that you didn't when you had the chance. Because even if you're afraid of the awkwardness or the tension, you should get that off of your chest. Otherwise, it will build up inside of you.
There we go. That's what he wanted.
And that's what I gave him. But it's all fake. None of this is real.
You never gave that to him until just now. Maybe you thought that.
None of it's real.
What do you mean it's not real?
Everything that we just did in the last 12 minutes is made up. Those aren't real callers.
Well, then what are they?
I don't know. And I would like to get down to the bottom of it. Okay?
They're real callers.
It's not real. Something fishy is going on here. It's really, I don't know what your podcast is about.
It's unlicensed therapy.
But now I'm like, he just gets these fake questions from people with real problems, and he likes to see how people react. And I don't know if I'm the first person to call this bullshit. If I am, what the hell were the other guests thinking? That this was real? This is clearly not real. This is all made up.
Here's the thing. You were the first person to say that is bullshit because it is not bullshit.
It's bullshit, guys. If you're listening, none of this is real. This is all scripted.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
So you're reading lines right now?
There's a cue card. There's a guy holding cue cards right now.
Okay.
All of this is fake.
Well, I write a lot. I do a lot of prep each week then.
It's all
fake.
I like it.
Putting hours of work.
I actually like this podcast now. That's funny to me. If it's real, this is not funny. This is stupid. But if that's fake and you get these fake things and you play them and you make people give advice to these, I think that's funny. Now that is funny. That is a good idea for a silly podcast.
That would be a good idea.
But that's not real.
That's real.
Okay. We agree to disagree.
Would I know if it was real or not?
Yeah, you would.
So you think
would you lie about it?
You just think I'm lying and putting on a big facade? Right after we talked about how honest
what a great way to close it out from the beginning about talking about lying to be like, oh, he's lying right now.
Okay, you want to know the truth?
Yeah. I want to know how like what you do. What's the process?
So here's the process of how to get the calls.
Yeah.
I could get sued for this.
Well, I probably no, it doesn't matter.
I probably won't, but if you
got really big, you're saying maybe you would have to put something on it. Yeah.
No, like I would just straight up get sued.
Oh, why? What is it? Where are they from?
So, you ever heard of the website Backstage.com?
No.
Backstage.com is basically like Actors Access, that type of thing. So I put on a thing saying a voiceover work that we're looking for a radio commercial where you call into a therapist and ask for advice.
No wonder they all have great voices.
So I got like 100 something submissions of people thinking they're submitting to be on a therapy radio show.
Well, I guess that's
going to pay $500.
So these are just audition tapes.
These are just
and what are they
tapes.
Reading? Things that you told them to read?
No, they had to. They made it up. It's amazing how bad they sound.
What do you mean? The first voice I said, that girl's voice sounds fake almost.
That's what I mean. But you don't want you want it to sound like a real natural call.
No, but it is, dude. That girl's voice is amazing. That first voice, play that voice again.
She sounded like a robot. You said
not robot. I just sounded. But that's the ones who get the work. Like when you call like a company. No, I disagree. If
they're not auditioning to be when you call in for them to go, you've reached so-and-so, press 1. They're auditioning to be on the radio.
Okay, here's where you're wrong. I listen to Snap Judgment, which is like a very like with well-spoken journalists, and the journalists on there, they read real stories that happen to real people, and they sound like that last guy and the first girl. They both would get a lot of work.
But that's them reading. This is supposed to be them calling and leaving real calls, but
they have really nice voices. They're going to get work. They got work. They're on this.
No, they're getting ripped off. I was supposed to pay them $500.
Well,
I paid them nothing.
I told you. Hey, I told you it was fake. I told you none of this was real. Was I right? Listen to me every week, Guys Night Out podcast. Thank you.
Yeah, listen to Guys Night Out podcast if you want to see him farting into microphones.
There was one time
talking about his sexual escapades.
No, I don't talk about that.
You don't?
No,
that's what the podcast was.
No, the people write in their sexual escapades. I give opinions about it. I don't have, dude. I don't have sex.
You've had sex before?
7 times, 8, 10, 13
per girl, maybe.
Yeah.
How many girls are you at?
In my life?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
100?
Doesn't matter.
200?
Not answering it, because this will come back to haunt me.
1,000 girls.
One day. That's the goal.
A regular old NBA player we got here.
I'd like to be an NBA player, sure.
Anything else you want to plug or say?
No, I mean, listen. It's so funny when you do a podcast. I made this point on last time I was on a podcast. So, do you want to plug? I go, no, I don't plug anything, because if you're listening to this, all the information is in the info of the podcast.
No, I don't link to anything.
Yeah, you would put my name in there.
Your name, but I'm not going to link to your... No. What about your Instagram?
If they were that curious, they'll have my name and they'll look me up.
Yeah, but it's easier if you tell them what to do. If you say, hey, I would appreciate
Michael
if you
Lenoci.
all follow
My
me.
name is Michael Lenoci, and that's on everything. And that's how it's going to be. If you want to figure it out, figure it out. We don't need to instruct you. That's stupid when podcasts do it. Hey, my name's Michael Lenoci. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram.
No, here's where I disagree with you.
Okay. I disagreed with you the whole
podcast. If they really
podcast.
liked you, they could look you up and find you, and I'm sure that will happen from this podcast. You're probably going to get more followers than you've ever gotten off anything you've done on this podcast, in my opinion. But...
Another lie.
No, I've never lied. But if you said, hey, everyone listening to this, I would really appreciate it if you followed me. It would help me. It would help my career.
Yeah,
if you did that.
If you
would get an extra person to follow you that wouldn't normally do it.
If you're not following me already... Because if you're following and came and listening to this podcast, you probably know who I am already. So if
how is that even possible?
I know, I'm kidding. But if you're listening to this and you do follow me, please unfollow me because you listen to his podcast. Now, if you don't follow me and you're listening to this, don't follow me, please, because I don't want to be associated with a liar.
You just career suicide is what you just That's what that's called. All right. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Look up Michael Lenoci, and you could see him. He wears different hats. Like, he has a lot of... How many hats do you have, probably?
Just one right now.
No, you have more than one hat. In your apartment?
Oh, probably put away, but I only wear this.
How many hats do you have put away?
I don't know. But I don't wear them.
Well, let me tell you something. He's got a lot of hats.
Yeah, more hats than he has shirts.
Agreed. And that's the type of guy that is. Give him a follow. Look up his stand-up. Go check him out on the road. He tours internationally, nationally. He's going to Amsterdam to do stand-up comedy if you're in Amsterdam. What a guy he is. Thanks for doing it.
Is that how you should do that every episode? A handshake.
But also reach my hand out and stay here.
Make the person.
All right, thanks.
That's funny. All right.
Bye.
Thanks, man.
Do you think our chemistry was better?
Yeah, I like it.
You're listening to
Unlicensed Therapy with Ari Manis.